was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the feds, or the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went fucking crazy.
Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into a rumor that's been making waves, whether Big Meech, the infamous leader of the Black Mafia family, allegedly cooperated with federal authorities to help take down a man named Dion Gatling. First, let's start with who Dion Gatling is. Gatling was a major player in the drug trade in St. Louis. He led an organization that trafficked heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and other drugs from 2009 to 2014. But his crimes didn't stop there. He was also responsible for ordering the murders of 2 individuals. In 2010, Gatling ordered the murder of Theodis Howard, who had cooperated with law enforcement regarding Gatling's brother's drug trafficking activities. Then, in 2013, he directed the murder of Terrence Morgan to prevent Morgan from cooperating with federal investigators. Gatling was sentenced to 27 years in prison for his role in these crimes, including drug trafficking and the murders of Howard and Morgan. Now, here's where things get interesting. Rumors have surfaced suggesting that Big Meech might have cooperated with authorities in Gatling's case through what's called third-party cooperation. But what does third-party cooperation even mean? Third-party cooperation is a way for someone to provide information to law enforcement indirectly. Instead of testifying or directly working with authorities, they can pass along information through another source, like documents, phone records, or another individual. This allows the person to keep their name off the official record while still helping an investigation. In this case, the theory is that Big Meech may have allegedly provided information through third-party channels to help build the case against Dion Gatling. But, and this is important, there is no concrete evidence that Big Meech actually did this. His reputation in the streets has always been about loyalty and silence. The rumors are just that, rumors. Big Meech and his legal team have always denied any cooperation with the feds. However, there's been some fuel added to the fire. Dion Gatling himself has done phone interviews from prison addressing these allegations.
What it did was, this is what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation and set me up. But also, it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me, his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
That was me.
And I'm gonna tell you the year. That was 2015. No, that was like 14.
Way earlier than that. It started way earlier than that. Way earlier than that. Around 2010, homie. Way earlier than that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we gotta go way back.
We put $50 million on the table through Lionsgate Films, through Louis Burrell's Connect. Because Louis is the nigga, he a bait nigga out there, but he fucks around. He really fucks around in the music tip, but he also fucks around in the movie industry up there. Now, what we did not know is why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give Meech a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy She has no credibility because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time cut. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He could only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and the whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does your relationship go back with Meech, Cuff? How long have you known him? What you guys go
1990,
back?
1990, homie. 1990. My beautiful daughter that you talk with, my son, and my other daughter, they look at this nigga, call this nigga uncle, homie.
There's also paperwork going around. Some say it proves the cooperation, while others say it doesn't hold up. The situation is complicated and the truth seems murky. Adding more to this, Gatling's daughter has publicly alleged that Big Meech was responsible for her father's imprisonment, further feeding into the speculation.
I'm Tamara Gatling. I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels. And there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts. And hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohen's. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So finally arrested my dad and we received the discovery. He knew exactly who CS1 was. And he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cohen's. At that time, we really did not want to believe. We wanted to give Meech the benefit of the doubt. It was really, really hard to believe that Meech would set my dad up. It was almost unbelievable. So we were able to reach out, get a message to Meech, and basically let him know that Tammy was an informant. We later received a message from him saying that it had to be a misunderstanding. Just call her, she'll straighten this out, so on, so on. And at this time, my dad was like, I'm not dumb. I'm not about to call an informant.
So with all this swirling around, the question remains, could Big Meech have helped bring down Dion Gatling through third-party means, or is it all just talk? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories like this. See you next time.